So it's Mike Harris with Smokin' Poetry Podcast. Should I really do this thing? I don't know. Or should I wrap it up? I don't know what I should do. What could make me want to restart these interviews and do this again? I don't know. How about... It's the king of... It's the king of chill.
The king of chill right here. What's up?
With the cheesiest introduction ever.
Got to. That nickname's KMAC and cheese for a reason, man. I can do that easily. What's up with you, man?
But since that's the motto of the show is we do it raw, we just keep going, and we're not even going to fix it, right? We're just going to keep going.
Just keep rocking with it, man.
All right. Well, we're back for more. And we were talking about this earlier. We got to get the introductions right because you are known by many names.
Too many names at this point, man. I'm a master of disguise right now, and it works out for me.
All right. So who is KMC, DJ KMAC?
What up? All right. What's up, y'all? KMC, Kevin Mike Check, a.k.a. DJ KMAC, a.k.a. The Weekday if you're feeling lucky. But, yeah, just a chop and chill hip-hop artist from Albuquerque, New Mexico, residing in Colorado Springs, and, just taking life one day at a time. I work hard so I can relax harder,
So, KMC is the artist name.
Yeah, KMC is the artist name, and then I got DJ KMAC that everyone knows me by when I'm just playing the tunes and everything like that, repping for the artists out here.
Okay, well, before we get to those two personas, why don't we tell people who you are? Who is the K behind this? Who is Kevin?
Yeah, say Kevin is chill. Kevin is vibey and everything like that. I've just been, taking life one day at a time as it always goes and everything. I'm from Albuquerque originally. I got to grow up around the world a little bit because of my dad's career working for the USAID and everything like that. So we got to travel a lot. But yeah, I've just been around. I'm a hip hop loving guy. All forms of it doesn't really matter. So I'm just out here enjoying it as it goes along and everything. But yeah, Kevin's a vibe. You know what I mean? Definitely.
Now, we'll talk a little bit about this music. I've been listening to a lot of this, and there's a couple different themes, and we'll talk about some of the green leafy substances later, because that is something you tend to sing about.
I do partake a lot. Yeah, you're right.
But you also have some quite motivating things about getting it done.
Yeah, just because life is too short. As always, we're here for a good time, not a long one. So, just whenever you feel like getting done, get done. That's about my music. Like I said earlier, I work hard so I can relax harder. That's my motto with the lazy hustle lifestyle and everything like that. Because at the end of the day, we're all working and getting this money, getting these bills paid, everything like that. But at the end of the day, you got to take time to relax and enjoy yourself. And that's kind of where I come from with a lot of my music, is just taking that time to appreciate what you've done as an individual and enjoying that and everything like that. Don't be a Mr. Krabs kind of guy is how I say. You remember Mr. Krabs from SpongeBob? That dude's always hoarding his money. He doesn't want to spend a dime. And I'm like, man, go out there and enjoy that money you worked for. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I like to give a lot of people motivation in the sense that you can take a break. You don't always got to be out there grinding 25/8 and everything like that.
What is your motivation for music?
My motivation for music, I love it. It's something that relaxes me mostly and everything like that. It creates so many moods, so many environments that you can get out of it. So for me, my motivation with music has just always been not only a form of expression, but just something to relax to, something to enjoy when you're driving, when you're at home cleaning, having a cleaning day and everything like that, when you're at your job, that allows you to listen to music and you can get through the day a little bit easier knowing, hey, I got to just clock in at least a few more hours and I can go home and do what I feel is necessary. So yeah, music for me, my motivation has always been just inspiring people to relax a little bit, man. Enjoy yourself and everything, because you matter most at the end of the day,
And there's a couple of your songs I've really been listening to a lot to help kind of get through things.
Appreciate it.
And I like All Love. What is the name of it? Did I get the name right?
All Love.
All
yeah.
Love. Yes.
King of the Chill project itself.
That.
Yeah.
Because that's a thing that, it comes across a lot as far as, we can't do everything we want.
Yeah.
How do you come up with the lyrics and the kind of writing generally?
I'm a writer at heart because I love telling stories. I went to school for film, so one of my things was writing scripts. I love writing scripts and talking to, just giving people a different perspective on what life is, or a story that I'm thinking in my head. I like to take real life situations and turn them into fantasy and see how that relates to someone better and everything. It helps me get through life better too. But for that song, I mean, yeah, I just write the main purpose with that one and everything. It was like as far as the concept, I wanted it to be like a G-Unit, hate it or love it type, where it's like that very uplifting and everything like that. You know what I mean? It's like, hey, love it, the underdogs on top. And so that was like the musical concept with that. But like the other thing with that, the main message was, it's a dedication song to all my friends back in New Mexico, all my college peeps mostly and everything like that. People I worked with in student council, the student events, my fraternity, Kappa Sigma and everything. Shout out to my brothers. Like, because even at the end of the line I say, I forgot my own lyrics for a minute actually. But no, at the end of the line I do mention like one of our lines and say, no matter what, it's always AK to B, which is one of our sayings we say to each other. So that song was mostly about like, hey, even though, and it applies now even with people that I talk to and everything. It's like, hey, even though we're not hanging out as much, even though we're not talking as much, even though I haven't seen you in God knows how long, end of the day, it's still all love. I still love you. I still appreciate you. I still hope you're doing great and the things that you want to do in life, you know what I'm saying? So for me, all love was definitely that concept of just saying, hey, I know it's been a long time, but hey, I miss you still. I still love you. I hope you're doing good, you know what I mean? Even because in some situations, even if that person doesn't show it back, show the same love back, and they feel their way and everything like that, at least the other day, you know on your part, hey, I'm still showing love and everything. Because I always tell people, my door is always open to knock on, and I will answer it, but don't expect me to ever knock on yours and everything, you know what I mean? I'm one of those kind of guys, you know? But at the end of the day, it's all love for everybody. That's mostly it, just missing friends, missing family, and the good things that happen with it. Shout out to Big Vano too, he's actually on the song. My homie Big Vano did a good job with that verse and everything. I was really happy with how he delivered on that one right there. It matched the energy, matched the vibe, and the essence of what I was trying to explain in that song too.
When you said share, do you feel like you're sharing love by performing, by giving this music?
Absolutely. I love it. Even when people ask me if it's between recording and performing, I'm choosing performing most of the time because I used to do theater as well, and love theater as well while watching it. For me, I'm all about expressing it out there. It's one thing to hear the song, but it's another thing to finally see it live, see how your favorite artist does it and everything. Especially for me, I love taking theatrics on my sets. I love adding skits. I love doing costume changes. I want to keep you guessing while still having a great time and everything. Especially when I give my hell yeah, fuck yeah to everybody and everything. You know what I'm saying? Letting people know like, hey, we're still having a good time? Yeah, we're still having a good time. Let's keep it going. So yeah, for me, definitely showing love with this music and to the people just by performing and stuff like that. To show them that, hey, this is something I actually love. This is something I actually mean. And it's something that you're going to keep seeing me do it as well and everything. So I hope you come by. You know what I mean?
Speaking of showing love and performing, should we show anything off?
I'm down to show some stuff off, yeah.
Let's show something off here.
Alright, let me give y'all a little bit of love and everything like that real quick. Check it. Now I know we finna get it, understand if you ain't got the time. Getting silly with the rhythm, peep the message in the rhyme I'm speaking. Ain't no pleading for forgiveness, that's I need to know that any kind. Wanna know what's up, not just talk about the grind. I've been fine and getting mine. You've been fine and getting yours. Do keep in mind, we ain't the same peeps that we was years before. Gonna conquer all the drama, knowing that's what we made for. Hold up, put your swords up, let me get a word up. Show the love that evolves us. Wait, I said hold up, put your swords up, let me get a word up. Show the love that evolves us. Know what I'm saying? Hell yeah.
That's awesome. You know, that reminds me of one of the things we were talking about before. What is... Even it out.
There you go, you're good.
There you go. So, that was awesome.
Yeah.
Trying to get these things right is always
yeah,
fun.
it happens.
And one of the things we were talking about before, rap versus hip hop. What does each of them mean? Are they the same? Are they different?
That's a crazy topic to always talk on and everything, especially in just the music community in general, because a lot of people don't want to be, in my opinion, I feel artists box themselves in more than anybody other than critics and stuff, so a lot of artists don't want to be boxed in and say they're only one thing and try to say they're multiple things. But in my opinion, the stance of hip hop versus rap, I'll tell it like this. I was taught by my cousin when I first got into hip hop, and growing up, he taught me that hip hop is the culture we live and rap is the language we speak. And, you know, I speak fluently. You know what I mean? I have my own lane of the language I speak in. Everyone else has their own lane of their language they speak in when it comes to this. You know what I'm saying? But, like, a lot of people look at the difference. Hip hop's more for the culture. It's about the people. It's being conscious. While rap is more of the business, making money, selling records, getting a #1 hit. Whereas to me, like I said, I know I talked about this earlier and everything. I look at one acronym I heard for rap before when I was younger was real authentic poetry for rap and everything. So for me, I still consider that amongst hip hop and everything because, you know, that's just part of our language that we speak to communicate with each other and to communicate with the people and the masses. So, you know, this is a culture that we live and we just continue to divide ourselves regardless and everything. There's people who do this type of hip hop, people who do this type of hip hop, which is good and everything, but a lot of people like to say that one matters more than the other, you know what I'm saying? As music goes on, music evolves, we gotta change with the times, but I don't know, it's a crazy, like I said, it's a crazy topic to talk about and everything, of figuring out where to bridge the gap or how to shift the culture in a sense, you know what I mean? Because everyone's just gonna keep rocking their own wave as well at the end of the day.
But could you play a song and say this song fits hip hop versus rap, or is it kind of? I've heard people.
It's interchangeable. I've heard people do that before and everything. Where like you'll play a song and it's like, man, this is some people. Just know one of my favorite things with hip hop heads that we do and everything is go like this right here is real hip hop. That's what hip hop is and everything. And some people will do that with certain songs, and like other songs will look at it and be like, no, that's commercial. That's rap and everything like that. They're not speaking anything authentic in their music. Which, granted, a lot of the music that's out, a lot of people aren't talking a lot of authentic stuff or a lot of conscious stuff and everything like that. Not saying it's got to be conscious all the time. There's just a lot of stuff that's just like, okay, that was it necessary? You know what I mean? Like, did it benefit anything other than getting you a check? Or even if it didn't get you a check, what did it benefit you then at that same time? You know? So yeah, it just interchanges. It just varies for people. You know what I mean? Everybody's different for their perspectives on how they look at it. You know, I'll look at like one artist and say that's one of the greatest live performers ever. Someone will look at another one and say they're the best live performer ever, and based on just their opinion and what they see. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. How did you get into writing and performing?
For me, it's 2009, freshman year of high school. I started. I've been into hip hop since fifth grade. For me and everything like that, but 2009 was where I started rapping and actually writing and everything. And for me, I was just sitting in class one day listening to Snoop Dogg. He was one of my favorites and inspirations, and I just thought to myself, the way he is, how authentic he is to himself, and how he started. I just thought to myself, literally, the thought was like, you know, if he could do it, why can't I? And that was literally it. Why can't I? So I just started writing as much as I could. We got nervous as I freestyled more, but developed more confidence over the years, and. Yeah, for me, that's just how I got into it. And then performing-wise, I just after doing theater, I was looking at it like one of my favorite performing artists of all time is Tech Nine. And I love the way he performs and does his sets. It's, you know, unlike in most acts that you see. So for me, I'm even in the sense of like, damn, I gotta elevate my stage game and everything. Because even I've seen other artists where they're just standing there, rapping, going back and forth like a robot, and I'm over here like, I want to jump around, I want to get involved with the crowd, I want to throw stuff to the people and everything, and cut off my song halfway so you can assume something else is going to happen. So for me, but yeah, I took a lot of stuff from that and everything, but for me, what got me into it really was when I moved out here is when I first started taking everything seriously, because in college I went to school for film and picked up DJing along the way. I was just doing parties, only freestyling for fun. And then when I moved out here after college, I was like, I got involved with the scene, DJing, seeing how all the artists are, and then next thing you know, as I saw it, I was like, you know what, let me dip my toes in, let me dabble a little bit into the rap scene, and people were loving it, and I'm just like, you know what, let me keep going with it and actually get some performances going as well on top of DJing right here. So yeah, most of my stuff definitely, even though it started way back, it officially for me started career-wise out here when I first moved and everything.
So what is the difference with your life and with the, let me actually, I'm going to have to edit that out because I don't like how I was starting to ask the question.
You're good.
I know what I want to ask, I just didn't ask it properly.
Right.
What I want to ask is, how is it going from being your own writer, performer, and doing events on one hand is that, versus you're also a DJ and you're presenting other people's music and other people's stuff?
That, in a sense, for me, I look at it not much. There's differences, don't get me wrong, but for me, they're both similar in the sense I get to still be out there, have fun with the crowds, have fun with the artists, meet new people, and just engage in different things right there, regardless of being an artist or a DJ. For a lot of y'all, and I know you see like doing DJ stuff, how I get the crowd going when we start off the night and everything. I'm like, hey, yo, crowd, I got a question for y'all. Can I get a hell yeah and everything? You know, I just want to make sure everybody's in a good mood starting off. For me, in the sense of it, DJing, in the sense of it, DJing, it's for me to provide the music for people, be a playlist in a sense, just shuffle in different forms of music so people can have fun in the background while getting ready for the next act. And as far as the acts go, it's for a chance for me just to see who I can work with as well and everything. I let a lot of artists know, hey, I chop and screw music, so send me your music to remix if you want and everything like that. I put it on my platforms where I can. Other than that, hit me up for DJing your set and everything, because I've had artists where I've done a show with multiple artists and then two of them will come up and be like, yo, could you DJ my show for me this next? I'm like, yeah, I got you and everything like that. Let's work something out and everything. So for me, it's that part, like the DJ MC relationship is how I look at it. Back in the day where the DJ and the artist relied on each other to make sure the set sounded good and everything like that. Even if I've never heard these artists' sets, I try to add something in there to make it dope, at least for their experience, and they can understand how that goes. And then as for performing, me, that's just getting in my zone. That's me in my zone all the way and everything. I'm there for myself. I'm there to put on a great time, put on a great show, and like I said, give y'all an experience. That's really what I'm out there for, is giving everyone an experience on top of myself experiencing what I've always wanted to do all my life right there. But yeah, definitely enjoy between both rapping and DJing. I love them both. They're equally great for me right there.
And the DJing, one thing I've noticed, when you're the DJ, you don't necessarily need a separate host.
No, yeah. I love grabbing. But don't get me wrong, I used to rock with a lot of hosts and everything, and whoever hosts still will rock with you and everything like that. But I love to add in on that just in case, if I see the crowd tearing off and they're like, let me get them hype again and everything. Let me help y'all out and stuff like that. Because I love. I'm more of an. I realized growing up over the years, I've been more of an extrovert. I thought I was very introvert. Maybe it's just because of my. Sometimes I love playing video games and just kicking back, but I ain't go for. I love being out. I love talking with people. I love doing stuff. So yeah, for me, it's just a matter of just still that engagement right there. Keeping them engaged and everything. I'm like, hey, he's like, hey guys, that was a great performance right there. On top of that, you should go tip the bartender because they got some good drinks for you. And then after that, come check out this stuff going here. And if you want to hear some music from me, come up. But I ain't gonna find. I don't really do requests that often either. But if the money's right, I got y'all. You know what I mean? I'm gonna definitely get y'all on request. But hey, I'm just here to create a vibe. At the end of the day.
And speaking of come and check things out, I think this is a good time to talk about check out Ultra Flat Black.
Yeah, the UFB.
They have given us this opportunity to do season 4 of Smokin' Poetry podcast and do some episodes here, and we are very excited. And they also have so many great events here.
So many.
Every Tuesday is open mic night. This is where so many of us met. Mm-hmm. And if you are an artist in Colorado Springs, you need to get to the Tuesday open mic.
Absolutely. Tuesdays are the night to be when it comes to showing off your talent,
Yes. And we'll talk about some more later, but I got to get those cues about what I'm showing off so I can know what I'm talking about.
Now you're chilling. Look, there we go. Let me introduce you to that lifestyle I mentioned. That lazy hustle. Work hard, relax harder. Please don't knock my hustle, because I like to kick back, relax. Hey, please don't knock my hustle, because I want to take a couple days off work. Please don't knock my hustle, because I want to smoke with my buds. Please don't knock my hustle. Check it out. Listen, see, every day I'm trying, and every day I'm working. But sometimes I wonder if the hustle and the struggle is really worth it. Investing all this time into these rhymes and 9 to 5s. Can you blame a brother for wanting to chill? I ain't saying I ain't about the paper, so please don't be a hater when I play some Red Dead and shoot up alligators, rolling blunts, all kind of flavors. It's the moments that I savor. Hey, I'll be on the clock and I can't stop. Tell the homies I'll hit the spot later. When it's downtime, it's time to downsize. From the stress, don't need to study, I took the test. So the rest of my life is up for me to decide how I ride, making moves to pay the dues and still living right. Like Eddie, I got a plan when I'm ready. I do my thing, always gonna hustle. I can't be like Nipsey. You feel me? God. Love that. There we go. That works out.
And it's one of the reasons I love that song. Yeah, I'm just. This as I adjust the setting here.
Very good.
One of the reasons I love it, and one of the things that I, in a way, relate to is sometimes I feel in my life that if I take a couple days off, I'm a bad person. And there's so much pressure, and I think I'm sure a very common thing for people. And you have that, your tune there, you know.
I hear you, yeah, and I get that too and everything. The main thing I came about with that song, Lazy Hustle, was because I had a lot of people on me asking me, what's next? What are you going to do next? You got that work done, what's the next thing you're going to do and everything? I'm like, dog, I just got home. Let me relax a little bit, you know what I mean, before I go on to the next thing. And I realized with life, you know, especially with grind culture and everything like that, with people hitting the ground heavy 24/7, 25/8, trying to get, whether it's making a living or trying to make ends meet. I know a lot of people are always on that work mindset, and I mean, a lot of society has had us on that work mindset for a long time, where you got to just work hard, you got to do nothing but work, be in school, pay your bills, have a successful career and everything like that. And I feel like, I mean, yeah, that's all dope, but you know, where's the time that people get for themselves that really makes a person and everything like that, where you get to just relax and enjoy. I go for example, last night I was at an event to go support the homies Nico DeVette and True Words, and for that I didn't DJ, I wasn't performing, I just came by to relax, not even filming, I just came by to relax and watch my people do their thing and everything like that. For me, that's one of those things, because I'm just like, you know what, I already did my work earlier, I'm gonna relax, I'm gonna go out, have fun, maybe spend a little bit more than I should, you know. But I mean, as long as you budget and everything, everyone's just got a budget at the end of the day. But because I feel as you, when you take a couple of days off, you feel like, dang, I could have used that to do something. I could have made more money and everything. But at the same time, that's my song to the hustlers out there. It's okay to take a couple days off or a week off, depending how much you make or what you do and everything like that. If you feel you have the necessity to take your whole family for a week vacation or 2 weeks and you don't got to worry about it, go do it and everything. But some people let that fear of, man, I still got to work and everything, and there's still stuff that has to be paid, and just like, well, I mean, that's cool too, but remember to take time for yourself, otherwise you're going to go crazy running in circles. I've been there before too and everything.
And speaking of hustle, you have, I think, a very interesting day job, although different, I guess it's artistic in a different way.
Yeah, it's artistic in a way.
What are you doing during the day when you're not doing the music and the rhymes and the DJing?
It's like, by night I'm Batman, by day I'm Bruce Wayne. That's what it is. Yeah, by day I work at the news and everything, local news. Had that for 2 years now. Definitely has been an amazing job. I mean, not what I went to school for originally and everything. I went to school for like filmmaking, of like, you know, making a show, movie, all that good stuff and everything. Never expected to land in journalism at all. Which, funny enough, I almost switched majors halfway through for journalism, but at the same time, I was like, you know, let me just finish off what I'm doing, and I'll figure everything else along the way. But yeah, KK's been dope. You know, I get to film, interview great people, meet great people, hear different stories, and I got also edit as well. You know what I mean? The newscast during the weekend, mornings mostly. Sometimes during the noon, during the week. But yeah, I have a great time just experiencing new things every day. Never a dull day with that job. Never a dull day.
So is there like a job description title kind of thing?
Oh, for me, photog editor is what they call it and everything. You know, everyone likes to say, you're the cameraman. I'm like, well, that's the traditional name. But yeah, technically it's photog is what the title is and everything like that. But yeah, photog editor is what I do over there.
So it sounds like it's more than just filming.
No, yeah, more than filming. I mean, even on most days, I feel like I'm reporting myself, because I gotta, if a reporter can't do a certain interview and everything, or can't make that, or I'll sometimes go out for a reporter and get an interview if I have to, if I'm asked and everything, and then I just go out there. I either have my questions, I gotta think of questions on the spot, they give me questions, and then just go from there basically. So yeah, a lot of different stuff in between I'm doing. I'm driving, I'm filming, editing, sometimes having to ask questions. Actually got to pitch, and my first story with KK is going to be dropping soon, I believe next week. Yeah, sometime within the first week of October or so, I'll have a segment on the concert app, Concert with a Q. I interviewed Top Flight Empire, the guys who made it. Interviewed one of their artists who was succeeding through that app, and just basically talking about what the app provides and everything like that. So I got my first story with that dropping sometime soon and everything right there. So that's been a dope one to participate in.
Any weird, wild stories you can tell us that won't get you in trouble for talking about?
I don't even know, honestly. There's so many and everything. This one isn't even a weird, wild one. It's just funny to see, like, when I'm out and about, whether it's at a breaking news scene or for an event or something, and the public is checking things out, and they see me with the camera, and everyone just freezes up. They're like, oh my God, it's a camera. Like, and this is the weird thing, like I said, they'll see a camera and freak out like they got warrants or something and don't want to be shown. But if I put a phone to their face, they're okay with that completely. It's weird how society has transformed with how they're uncomfortable in front of cameras. Like, people don't want to be in front of a big camera thinking it's going to do something crazy, but you know, you got access right here to millions of billions of things on the internet that can be shared everywhere, and people are okay with being upfront and personal with your phone, you know? So that's the one thing I'll say I find weird and crazy is like yeah, I'm just filming and people are just like, oh, I don't want to be on my live. I'm not even live. I'm not even recording you. You're not even in view of the camera and you're scared for some reason, you know? So that's probably the weird thing for me. But I've been to a lot of different breaking news stuff as far as like fires and standoffs and everything, you know what I mean? Seeing how the situations will calm down and stuff like that. But nothing's ever crazy, you know what I mean? I'll say the craziest thing for me, and it's not even that it's crazy, it's just it was just eye-opening of how crazy the world is and everything like that, was when the Club Q shooting took place a couple years ago, and I was out there, not first on scene, but later, I think hours or so after it happened, and I just had to go. I was called in early. I went straight there and saw what was going on. I was like, what is happening? And then like hearing everything going on, I was like, this is nuts, man. This is definitely nuts. And it just really put in perspective. Don't get me wrong, I've known the world's been crazy, but that really put into perspective how messed people are, how messed this world can be and everything like that. You gotta cherish every moment for sure, you know what I'm saying? But, you know what I mean? And at the same time, I enjoy the job for the sake I can help my news station express that and everything to people, let people and tell other people's stories. There was so many people we talked to after that expressed so much on the situation and like what we've been at since. Even like people I got to interview at Pride this past year and everything like that. They were telling me how they felt since then and just hearing their stories. And so for me, it's just like really, it's a cool thing just to hear people's experiences and see what we can put out there for the world, or for the scene, not the world, because we're local news, but for the local, our world, our little local world to see. You know what I'm saying?
Do you tend to get a lot of, how shall I say, traumatic scenes, or where bad things happen? Or?
There can be, not stuff I can really mention or anything like that, but there can be though. You know what I mean? You never know, especially like, you know, you hear something about some police situation that's happening, and you just gotta be prepared. That's really it at the end of the day. You be prepared for if it's gonna be nothing, be prepared if it's gonna be something, be extra prepared if it's gonna be something big. So, you know, it's just being prepared for the situation at the end of the day, you know?
Do you have to, like, see people or talk to people going through some, you know, basically trauma, maybe something just happened?
Yeah, definitely.
Homicide scene or something like that?
Yeah, it can happen and everything. There's people who are always willing to talk and in their own senses give their stories or give an idea of what happened and everything like that. So yeah, I get to hear different perspectives on a lot of different people, especially topics, you know, where there's both sides of the situation and everything like that. So it's always interesting and good to hear people talk about what they mention and everything like that. Because like I said, it's not only for us to get the information out there, but also for me, I get to like get that another life. I get that another perspective on life and everything. I'm a guy who loves seeing multiple perspectives. I'm not just about saying my way or the highway. I'm like, let me figure out what you're saying too, and see if I agree or not and everything at the end of it. You know what I'm saying?
What is it like to take that stuff in?
Oh, just hearing that, it's different. Don't get me wrong. Like I said, the crazy one was definitely the Club Q stuff. But just everything, you know, it's different to hear. Like I say, it gives me a new perspective on a situation or that individual per se, you know what I'm saying? And I just get to learn from that and everything and take it from there. Yeah, it's a lot to take in sometimes, you know what I mean? There's days where it's harder than most and everything like that, because sometimes you're surrounded by nothing but bad news and everything, because this world's just the way it is, you know what I'm saying? And you just gotta learn to take it. It's even like real life. I mean, I always have a bad day, but you know what? I find a way to get through the silver lining and get through it. I'm an optimist at heart. Most people don't like it, man. I be smiling like crazy too much and shit. But yeah, it's just a matter of just figuring how you get through it. Everybody's different, how they do it and stuff like that. And it's really a matter of also knowing I'm there for a job. I'm there doing my job, and I can't let things affect my job. Otherwise, that's gonna affect my performance and how I execute it and everything like that, you know? Let's start. All right. Shout out that boy Nico the Vet. Out of Town is out. This is a track Cool Boy with myself. True Words, Nico the Vet. Video out now too. Shout out to Smoking Purple. Great shots. You know what? If we're gonna get cool for a minute, Let me get my shades on. We gonna get real cool. Hey. Stupid is and stupid does. Now watch that fool go up and run. Been talking cool with a spicy tongue. My super suitor, one and none can dare compare to me. Cruising through the plains to see a future that looks make-believe. Perception been reality. Body wanted to deduct their problems from this economy. A life of luxury, now would that really comfort thee? Profit off the hobbies that always brought some joy to me. Preaching through the voice that I know has been avoiding me. And you know it be that time to speak up. Enough's enough, son. Just stop the freeze funds. Don't go and start some. Just turn the heat up. Secure your incomes. This ain't true to be. Dope ass kind guy. Educated sky high. Not there while I get it now. At least try good days. No need to wait in due time. Swanky like I'm Coolio. Enjoy the view cause I'm leaning like I'm MJ. Now they treat me like I'm MJ. Well, I tell these niggas no way, oh way. Cool with the clouds, we call that Coldplay. We on that soul plane. I just know say, never fucking with them if they don't pay. I've been on the screens like it was on tape. Cool. I'm good with that one. Yeah.
I think that's a good transition. Would you like some water to stay cool?
Yeah. Yes, please.
Woo. You know,
H2O sponsor.
This actually has to lead me to maybe kind of a good kind of question, because I don't know about how many people are like me, and I hope not too many. But anxiety is a constant thing. And it's like, I dream of being cool, the king of chill. You are what I want to be. But don't really get there, at least not for long periods of time anyway.
Yeah, it takes time. It took me a long time to really find the chill in me and everything, which, funny enough though, I remember back when people, I don't know if people still do this on Facebook, I remember friends used to do that, to be honest and everything, and then people write their honest thing in the comments about you and shit like that. And for me, I always had people say, you are a nice, kind, chill guy. And chill has always been that key word through everyone, you know what I mean? What's funny enough, how chill I am, I had people, funny enough, I didn't start blazing until I was after 20, till I turned 22, actually, funny enough and everything. And most people before that thought I was already in blazing and everything like that because of my chill personality. And I'm like, no, that's just me and everything. I'm chill with or without it, to be honest, and everything. And I do hear you, the anxiety gets to you and everything. And for me, I still get anxiety on different occasions. I ain't gonna front. People ask me, you get nervous when you perform? Absolutely. But when I step on stage, the confidence is there, the nervousness is gone, and I feel better. But when I'm off stage, like before I start, I'm just sitting here like, ooh, it's a lot of people, or it's not enough people. What am I gonna do? Did I do great on this song? Is the tempo right on? I'd be thinking of so many things racing through my head, and then finally, like for me, it's just the right moment. Once I step on stage, I'm like back to where I need to be. But yeah, King of the Chill, like the inspiration for that too was like on top of just letting people know this is me, this is the chill personality and everything. But I wanted to like take people on a story with that. So my project's based off like it's got fiction. References from Lord of the Rings and Skyrim, and so the whole project's based off like being is medieval project and everything, Renaissance in a sense and everything. I'm giving you an adventure of a young king who's making his way up to find himself and everything, really find the chill in him is really the thing with that, yeah.
Right, and now kind of at least I guess sort of related to the chill, I think we teased it a little bit before, but you do a lot of your music is about weed.
Most of it, yeah, a good amount. It's funny. One thing with it is like you can hear it without me saying it. Is like in my songs about when it comes to weed and everything like that. Like he's like, yeah, this guy definitely smokes weed. Even if you ain't hearing a line about weed, it's like, yeah, this guy's for sure.
And we were talking a little bit about like what is okay to present with that, and to who. I mean, obviously, and you're talking about you have nieces and nephews.
Yeah.
And I assume they have the ability to see things that are on YouTube and other internet sources. I had
to tell nephew to put his YouTube down. I heard like some cussing going on in the background. I was like, "What are you watching? Put that down."
Yeah.
Go kid.
So, what do you think about publicly using weed? And I mean, what is your attitude? I mean, obviously we see what you're doing.
Oh yeah.
As far as how you describe it, how you tell people who would argue with you that you should not be doing that.
Mm-hmm. For me, I mean, granted, I go front. I feel like in general we all should be past the point of arguing whether weed should be out in public or not, smoking should be out in public or not. You know what I mean? Because it was going on before it was legalized. It's going on during legalization, and it's going to keep going on. You know what I mean? I feel that part of the conversation we need to dead. Granted, there are certain events I do understand, like family events. I don't bring it around. I usually wait till afterwards, personally, and everything like that. And when it comes to expressing that with kids who listen to my music, because I've seen kids. I've had after my sets a couple years ago at the Roxy. Or 3 years ago at the Roxy, after I opened up for Joey Cool, I had like this guy's 3 daughters. He was a rapper himself, but his 3 daughters came up to me after I was done. They loved the performance I did. They loved the energy and the craziness of it, and they wanted to get a picture. I'm like, yeah, for sure, let's get a picture and everything like that. And I got my weed chain rocking and everything like that. And for me, I kind of look back as it with Snoop Dogg. Snoop is authentically him 24/7, and that's one thing. That's one of my inspirations, just to be authentically you. You can't be putting on this fake it till you make it mentality or this mask to get through it. Yeah, we're entertainers and we have characters and everything like that. We're presenting a character, fictional character. I'm just kidding with my Jane Silent Bob fans out there. But yeah, we're presenting a character, but still we're authentically selves at the end of the day, and we can't just cover up who we are. Snoop's got a little league football that he coaches and everything like that. He's got his own kids show. He has worked with several people. He was on the Olympics. We saw him in the Olympics recently, a place where most people would say, I don't know, we shouldn't allow weed smokers, but it's there, you know what I mean? It's just being him, and I feel like, and like I said, it's that one thing of people looking past that. Just know, like, that's him. That's part of his personality. That's part of his persona and who he is, and I can't let that change my viewpoint on him and everything. And when it comes to addressing it, when it comes to kids and everything, like I said, I keep it away from the family events. I'll do it afterwards and everything like that, but it's still present in my music. And I feel at the end of the day, that's also on the parents to let their children know, you know, if they have a question about what I said in the song, they should be able to answer that confidently and let them know, hey, this is that and the third and everything what he's mentioning, but don't, and like I said, most parents will say, no, I don't want you doing that ever when you grow up, yada yada. Kids will make their own choices as they go along, which we've all had and everything. We've all had our parents tell us not to do something when we growing up and everything. I'm like, sorry mom, I'm a rapper. Nah. But yeah, that's just on the parents at the end of the day to like let their kids know and everything like that. And for me, like I said, when it comes to my music, you'll know I'm talking about smoking and everything, but I'm not trying to make it blatantly obvious, like, hey, I smoke weed every day and everything like that, which I do, don't get me wrong, but it's like I'm also giving you the other topics of my life that revolves with the smoking weed and everything like that, or when I'm smoking weed sometimes and everything like that, you know?
But I've also noticed in some of your songs the word medicine is used.
I have used that, yeah. Thanks.
Is it just fun party, or is it also medicine for if you want to talk about that?
No, definitely. I think it's a little bit of both for sure and everything. Like I said, over the years, as the way things have been, I feel it's been a bit of both. And I even looked up the history a little bit, and like I said, I mean, the internet's full of stuff. We never know what's legit or not. But the history I looked up on like where rec and medical kind of came through, I realized medicinal came from the Chinese, I believe, and they were using it for more medicinal purposes. And then through I want to say through the Muslim Islamic culture and everything, which went to Rastafarianism and everything, they were using more recreational, but as well as a spiritual. What's the word I'm looking for? It's not guide and everything like that. It's hard to figure out the right words when it comes to this stuff without offending people. I feel it's a bit of both and everything. I love the medicinal uses. For me, I don't have anything crazy going on in my life. For me, it's mostly anxiety, stress, depression when it happens and everything like that, so it helps me get through that. I'm not one of those people who really says, man, weed helps me focus more and everything like that. I've been focused without it before as well, but for me, I'm more of as a recreational, I'm more of for the taste and for the smell and everything like that. I love the euphoric feeling and just being able to smoke. I've always been a smoker, honestly. I only did cigarettes for a little bit and everything. Wasn't on cigarettes too long, then switched to vaping. I've always just been a smoker at heart. For myself and everything, but I feel both uses are good, and I like to address it as medicine as well, because there are people it does help. Like my girlfriend, she has epilepsy. I've seen her seizures at pretty bad points, and I know the medicinal benefits that cannabis has for her and everything, whether it's weed or dabs, mostly sativas for her and everything, calms her down and everything like that. And she's been doing great over the past 4 years, less seizures, and all that stuff and everything. And even though she still takes her meds, definitely that helps a lot more as well, and everything is in the factor of it.
I think we've been having a very interesting philosophical discussion on a number of issues.
I feel that, yeah. It's been a good one, for sure.
Part of me wants to go on for about another 10 hours or so.
We could talk for days, man. There's so many topics in this world. Let's just keep it going.
Yeah, we could do this every day.
World's longest podcast coming to you soon. No, I'm just kidding.
But why don't we talk about what you have going on as far as where people can come find you in person first, maybe.
In person, so I got a few shows coming up. All of October is going to be awesome. So October 11th and 12th, I'll be DJing. I mentioned earlier for the concert app. That's Concert with a Q. Speaking of which, any of you artists want to jump on, man, download that app. It's available everywhere and it's free. And get started on getting on shows, getting some fans, getting some traction and everything. But yeah, I got 2 shows. We got Tybo here at the Ultra Flatback Gallery, October 11th. That's going to be the first one I'm DJing right there. Then the next night, October 12th at Sunshine Studio. Shout out to Sunshine with Top Flight Empire and J-Dub the Ruler. That's going to be a great one right there. Top Flight's the guys who created the app and brought this opportunity for artists right here. So I'm excited to see what they do with that and everything. But yeah, those are the 2 shows I'll be DJing. And then as far as seeing me perform, like you guys have been seeing, October 25th and October 31st. October 25th will be at Sunshine for Halloween Hoopla, brought to you by Anti-Famous Entertainment. Dope dude to work with. And then Halloween, yes, October 31st, Halloween night at the Black Sheep. Black Sheep is another one of my favorite venues out here. Performed there a couple times, love the vibes. I'll be there for the Fly High Tour with Chris Calico, Whitney Payton, and Dizzy Wright. And yeah, I'm excited to open up for that one. That's always going to be a good show. Dizzy Wright's always got a great crowd. Chris is always a good performer. And then yeah, it's mostly where you guys can see me out in person. Other than that, I'll be around here at the Ultra Flatback DJing on once a month. You know what I mean? We rotate DJs for the open mic. So yeah, catch me every now and then when I'm DJing here for the open mics going on. But yeah, that's where people can find me in person, man. Other than that, just say if you see the fro or you see me with my rose, just say what's up. You know what I mean?
Well, if we want to hear your voice all the time, non-stop, all night long, where can we play your music and hear your stuff?
Absolutely. My music's out on all platforms under KMC, just those 3 letters. You can find me YouTube. I ain't gonna front with y'all. It's gonna be a little hard to find. Type in KMC, DJ KMAC, KMAC to help you find the page and everything like that. I got lots of content out, lots of songs, collaborations. My recent projects, like I said, we had King of the Chill. 2 versions of that. I have King of the Chill regular where you can hear the tracks, and I got King of the Chill extended edition with my boy Ivory doing narration on there to add the story effect of the project. And as well as the collab project with my boy Nico DeVet out of town that is out now. It's been out right there. Definitely check it out. A lot of dope tracks, a lot of dope rhyming, I'll say. You know what I mean? We came with some good stuff for that one. He definitely, Man of the Year, one of my favorites on there. One of my favorite verses I've written. I swear I blacked out when I wrote that verse. I don't even remember writing it, to be honest. And I was like, that came out good. So yeah, you can catch me all platforms under KMC. Those 3 letters. Look out for the guy with the fro. And yeah, that's where people can find me when it comes to that. And then as far as DJ KMAC, I know y'all love some of that too. I just took off all my Chopped and Screwed projects from the KMC platforms to give DJ KMAC his own platform. That's going to be strictly through DatPiff and SoundCloud. You can catch my Chopped and Screwed mixes there, as well as just more KMC stuff if needed. You know what I'm saying? Hell yeah.
And if people want to book you, if they want to chop and screw, I don't know.
You guys want to book me? Best way is email DJ KMAC, KMAC 505@gmail.com. You just hit me up, bookings, whether it's a show, wedding, office party, artist. If you need me to DJ a set, let me know. Pre-make a set, I can do that. And as well as doing Chopped and Screwed tracks, you know what I mean? We definitely love I love giving y'all another vibe, another remix to your songs, and see what we can come up with right there.
You out of breath after all that?
I'm always out of breath, man. I've been talking like crazy. It's like how I be rapping it. Shit.
Well, shall we see if we have enough in you to close us out here with something, maybe?
I got a quick little acapella and everything. You guys can catch this. I did this on the Grind Mode Cypher. That's a big Cypher group that I love working with and everything. So yeah, I got to do this on Grind Mode Cypher, and this is a song. This is a verse from my song "My Way."
All right, I'm gonna get out of the way as you do your way.
Do it my way, man. All right, check it. All right.
Center good?
Yep. Joe. Sorry, Your Honor, my kisses are bothered. These people thought I would just fall like Mufasa, Hakuna Matata, and cause no drama. I'm just a good guy with a child's persona. But these people got a problem with the way I BG, trying to stay alive like the BG. See me, fresh as can be, Mr. Mike Check, one and only. Cause I hate to see another motherfucker just go through the same shit too. For the way I dress, cause I don't flex for what I watch, cause I act strange, or cause I went to school. Yo, tell me what to do. I mean, y'all get mad at me for itty bitty things that don't mean anything. You think intervenes with your life. It's obscene to me, sure that the jury sees see. Oh, sorry about that. I'm out of breath. I'll see y'all next time. That's good for me right there.
And I will also see you next time. Thank you to Ultra Flat Black.
UFB.
Come check us out every Tuesday night at the open mic. This is perfect timing, Tony. What other events we got coming up? I'm just going to let you yell it out for
Coming
me.
up this
Get on the
week.
front. Get over here.
Coming up this week, we have open mic on Tuesday. Starting in October, we have ladies' nights on Thursdays. Friday, we have a art show with Lita, and she's going to be doing henna prints of all of her designs. Then we have the poetry slam with a costume contest. Saturday, I don't think we have anything.
Ah, yeah.
Sunday, Kazumba. Then that following Monday, podcast.
There you
Come
go.
check us out at UP.
Check it out, yeah.
Just look on the Instagram,
Yeah.
Facebook if you're more into that. And, of course, follow Smokin' Poetry Podcast on both of those. And follow KMC. You're on both of those too, right?
Yeah, I'm on all. Yeah.
And then check all the stuff out on the Spotify and YouTube. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
And
Appreciate you having me on, man. Definitely was a vibe.
see you next time.
Yes, sir. Boom.